Long ago, in the age when gods walked freely among men and the giants still roamed the wilds, the mighty Thor set out from his throne hall in Asgard, drawn by restlessness and the call of adventure. By his side rode Loki, ever curious and sly. Their journey led beyond the bounds of men, across oceans, through dark woods, into the realm of the giants, Jotunheimr. Here the air was heavy with ancient power, the trees whispered secrets of old, and danger lay in every shadow. At dusk they came to the home of a humble farmer. Thor, in gratitude for his hospitality, offered his goats as their supper, knowing full well he could bring them back to life when the morning came. The goats were sacrificed, cooked, and when the meat was eaten, their bones laid on the hides as Thor had instructed. But Thjalfi, eager and young, broke one of the leg bones open and sucked out the marrow, ignoring the sacred instructions. In the morning, Thor blessed the hides and bones with Mjolnir. The goats sprang alive, yet one had a lame hind leg. Thor, his eyes burning, understood what had happened. The farmer, fearful, offered his children, Thjalfi and his sister Röskva, into Thor's service, and so they joined the god and Loki on their journey, while the lamed goats were left behind. They pressed on, through forest, marsh, and over hills. As night fell, they found a huge hall and settled for the night. But when dawn came, they discovered their hall was, in fact, the gloved hand of a giant. That giant was Skrymir, whose glove they had taken shelter in. Skrymir offered to travel with them. Over hills and through woods they walked, and when they stopped beneath a great oak to rest, Thor, vexed by the giant's snores and the knot in his bag, struck Skrymir's head with Mjolnir 3 times. Each time the giant awoke, rubbing his head, asking if a leaf or an acorn or some dirt had fallen on him. Thor's fury grew, but the blows had done little. Skrymir laughed and left them at dawn. By midday they reached a mighty fortress whose towers seemed to pierce the sky, the stronghold of Útgarða. The massive gate stood closed. No god opened it, yet Thor and his companions slipped through the bars as though they were wide spaces. Inside was a great hall of feasting and laughter, and the giant king himself awaited them. Útgarða sat, his smile faint and mocking.
Welcome, mighty Thor and companions, but here your might and speed will be tested, for this is the realm of giants, and nothing is quite as it seems.
The contests begin. Loki, proud of his appetite, claimed
No one here eats faster than I.
Útgarða invited him to compete against Loki, fire incarnate. A long trough of meat was set. Loki devoured the flesh between him and the center, but Loki devoured meat, bones, even the wooden trough, and the flames beneath it. Loki lost utterly. Thjalfi stepped forward. He raced Hugi, thought itself. 3 times they ran, and each time Hugi had already finished while Thjalfi was barely at the start or midpoint. A humiliating defeat. Then came Thor's trials. First, Thor was handed a great drinking horn and told to drain it. He drank mightily, twice, thrice, but the liquid barely reduced. Next, he was told to lift a cat from the floor. He grasped its body, heaved, but could only raise one paw. Finally, in anger, Thor challenged anyone to wrestle, and the giant appointed an old woman named Ellie, age. Thor wrestled long, but finally fell to one knee. Defeat by the embodiment of old age. When dawn came, Útgarða walked Thor and his companions outside the gates. Then he spoke, his voice solemn.
Now you will know what you battled. Your rival Logi was fire, and fire devours all. Your racer Hugi was thought, faster than any foot. The horn you drank from was tied to the sea. You nearly drew its level down. The cat you lifted was the mighty Midgard serpent circling the world, and the old woman was old age itself, undefeatable.
Thor's hammer rose, but when he turned to strike, The castle and the giant had vanished. In their place lay only mist and an empty plain. His pride wounded, his wrath still seething, Thor stood beneath the open sky, the trickster's laughter echoing in his ears.
So ends the tale of Útgarða, where strength alone is not enough, and where even gods may be humbled by cunning and illusion. In the cold mist of the world's edge, the giants remembered that day, and men told it long after, as a lesson and a caution